Welcome to another home gym exercise video. Now in today's video, we're going to cover an exercise for your shoulders. And this is an amazing exercise that requires absolutely no equipment as well. All right, everyone's familiar with push-ups and pull-ups and squats. So this is going to be a new exercise that some of you might know, some of you might not, but it's the pike push-up. Right, the pike push-up is a great exercise that mimics an overhead press, right, except using your body weight. And like I said, it doesn't require any equipment, so anyone can do it anywhere. So let's get into it. So as I mentioned before, the pike push-up is an exercise for your shoulders, right? Specifically, it's going to work your anterior and lateral delts. And the exercise that kind of mimics, right, the traditional weight exercise that mimics is an overhead press, right, in which you're holding usually dumbbells or barbell and you're pressing it overhead. Right? This is a great functional exercise because pushing things over your head is useful for a lot of everyday living, right? If you're traveling, you want to load something above you in the storage bin, or just carrying something down from storage in your garage or something high on your shelf, right? Lifting things overhead or lowering things from overhead is a very fundamental movement that you'll do in your daily life. And that's what this exercise is going to help you build some strength in. So, right, the function, right, that we're covering here is the anterior delts and some lateral delts. And the motion is basically rotating your elbows around and inward around that shoulder joint, right? That's the motion you're doing with an overhead press. And that's the motion we're going to be replicating here, but with our body weight. So now that you know the motion and the muscles we're working, let's get into a demo of the exercise. Sorry to interrupt the video, everyone, but here's the part where I ask you guys all to like and subscribe. Usually I do this at the end, but I'm not sure how great that's working. So maybe if I put in the middle, it'll get a little more traction. But regardless, if you find this video helpful or useful at all, please like and subscribe. It'd help me out a lot. If you know anyone who might benefit from this video, please share it with them. That'd be amazing. Otherwise, thank you so much. Now back to the video. So the name for a pike push-up, right, is derived from the pike position, which you might see in diving, right? If you ever watch the Olympics and you see the divers, right, when they tuck their hand and they fold their body and tuck their hands down to their feet, that's a pike position. And that's kind of what we're mimicking here when we do the pike push-up. So what you're doing is basically, you're going to stick your butt up in the air like this, right? You can get on your toes, right? This is mimicking that pike position. And we're just going to lower your body and mimic that overhead press exercise. So, when you're doing an overhead press, right, you're carrying dumbbells, so the weight's going this way and you're pressing upward, right, which is against this motion, right, which is the muscles we're trying to work. That's the function of those muscles. So basically we're doing the exact same thing, except now the weight, right, instead of weight going down, us pressing that way, it's our body weight going that way because we're inverted and we're pressing away. So direction of force, right, the gravity, it's all the same. Things are just inverted from your traditional overhead press. So once again, right, we want to get on our toes, stick our butt up in the air, keep our legs straight, keep our upper body straight, and just press this way. Now, that's the basic pike push-up, but to progress it, you can just raise your feet. So for example, I have this bench here. So get my feet up on this bench, right? Walk yourself a bit closer here to get more vertical angle. And that's how you could progress your pike push-up. Now, of course, the higher your feet go, the more challenging it'll be, the more of your body weight you'll be pressing. So in theory, you could put your feet up on the wall or be doing a handstand, and that would be the most extreme version of pike push-up. And I'm not going to demonstrate that because I can't do a handstand. But if you're a calisthenics master, that's a great progression. But if you're a normal person like me, right, and you want to do an overhead press type of exercise, but with no equipment and just body weight, pike push-up is great. Use a bench or even a table, something to get your feet higher. The higher you go, the more body weight you're going to press. And that's how you progress the exercise and make it more difficult and build those shoulders stronger and stronger. So that's the pike push-up, right? Great exercise using just your body weight. That'll work your anterior and lateral delts. your core as well. Basically, any bodyweight exercise, if you're doing it correctly, stabilizing your body will work your core. But Pike push-up, absolutely no equipment, so you can do it anywhere. Do it at home, or even if you're traveling, you can do it. So try it out and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.